Good day everyone, my name is Alan and today I will be demonstrating the creation and configuration of a virtual machine. Today I'm going to use VirtualBox as my virtualization environment and I will use Windows Server as my operating system inside it. First we're going to use Windows Host because we're going to use a Windows operated device. And after installing the exe, I'm going to launch it. Then we will proceed to the installer and accept all the necessary things that it's asking. And then just click next and install and wait for it to install. Then after a while it will finish. Then you can now proceed to your application. Then in here we can see its interface. And right now we're going to download the Windows Server ISO as our operating system inside our virtual machine. And it will take a while, so I'm just going to skip it. Now that it's done, we're going to locate it and open our VirtualBox application. And through opening our VirtualBox application, we're going to put the name of our virtual machine. In this case, I'm just going to name it Virtual Windows Server. Then I'm going to create a new folder as its environment. You can use the default folder location, but I'm going to still create my new folder. Then I will locate the downloaded ISO file. Then I will create the OS location. Then we're going to put the name of our OS and add a password. I will use admin as a default. Then in this space, we can select the number of CPU that we're going to use. This game, I'm just going to use 4 core and just 4 MB of RAM. And the disk size, you can adjust it as well. But in this case, I'm just going to use 40. Now we're just going to wait for the virtual machine to power. And in the settings, we can see its general specification. We're going to remove the floppy because it is sometimes the common error on why a virtual machine doesn't work. Now that it's already settled, we're going to start the virtual machine. But first, what is virtualization? Virtualization is a technology that uses software to create a virtual simulated versions of a physical IT resources, like servers, storage, network, or operating system, allowing multiple virtual environment to run on a single physical machine, which boosts efficiency, cuts costs, and increase flexibility by abstracting hardware function. You can select capture, but you can also don't. Yeah, let's just wait for the Windows to power up. Then you will be greeted by the system setup. And in this case, I'm just going to Select English and install it. Just wait for a while as the setup is starting. Then I'm going to use standard desktop experience. Then just click accept, then next, then just select custom. And in this case, we can allocate space. But since we already allocate space in the installation of the virtual machine, we can just select it all. Then just wait for the files to be ready for installation. And I'm going to skip this space. Then after installation, it will ask to restart it, but it will also restart on its own. As you can see here, it's getting ready. It might take a while, so I'm just going to skip this part. It will ask for the username. This one already have a built-in username, and it didn't use the account name we input before. So I'm just going to re-enter the password, which is admin123. Then done. Your virtual machine now have an operating system. After inputting the password, you can now use your virtual machine. And here we can try to manage the servers with Windows Center. This is the dashboard of the Windows server. So as you can see, it's completely functional. And even though it looks like it has its own operating system, it didn't damage or modify our existing operating system because it's on top of it. It didn't replace our operating system. It is inside our virtual Windows server. So here we can see its volume, the storage fulls, and and that's almost all of it. You can even use the Microsoft Edge to look if it's connected to the internet. And as we can see, it's opening the Microsoft Edge. And let's get started. So we can just choose anything and back. Then let's try opening YouTube. And as you can see, it pops up. That means our virtual machine is working properly. So let's close it and go back to our VirtualBox. You can delete it if you doesn't need the virtual machine anymore. So in summary, I provided a flowchart that explains everything. On layer 1 is the physical hardware. It consists of your hard disk, your RAM, memory, CPU, processor. Then on layer 2 is your operating system, which is in my case Windows 11. Then after that is the hypervisor or the virtualization software that I use, which is VirtualBox, and another option is VMware. Then after opening the VirtualBox, we can allocate resources to our layer 4. the virtual machine environment. And in here, we can install our guest OS, and I installed Windows Server. And in the guest OS, you can use the server applications like the dashboard, the server dashboard, and the Windows Edge that I opened earlier. So that's all for today. Maybe in the next video I will teach you about Linux server and how to configure it. Thank you for watching and goodbye.